We here with another episode straight from the block, people. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste no time. NBA free agency is going bananas, out of freaking control. If you don't know, you don't know. It started off with KD going to Houston via trade for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. But let's try to give him a grade. Let's try to give some grades out. Houston's first move, which I give that. Let's start with you, Mr. Bailey, since you got your sheets of paper out.
You see, I came prepared for business. I did research. You came prepared
Yo,
for business.
You see me, bro?
Look,
Yeah, we see you. We see you. Good.
All right, go.
I got cufflinks on, so you know I came for business.
Oh man, he got cufflinks on.
I got cufflinks on.
Right.
So we talk about KD.
Houston moves. How do you what you grade it? What you give it? An A, B? What's the Houston
Anybody
moves so
that get
far?
KD is automatically upgraded. It's KD. Anybody that get KD is automatically upgraded. Now it's just the pieces around him that is what we really got to focus on. I think it was a good move on them. I don't. How many picks they gave up?
Like two, maybe. I think two.
Yeah, they gave up 2.
I don't think they gave up a lot. Like they didn't have to like sell the house to get them. So that was good for them on their part. It was they just needed something. It was a young team that was already problematic for dudes, and now they're extra problematic. So I think Houston did a great job. Who else they picked up? They picked up somebody.
Finney Smith, and Capella.
And Capella, yeah.
Clint Capella. That's my fella. Yeah. They good money. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna get stirred up in the West. KD is gonna be back in the position of giving niggas fits in the playoffs, which is what we wanted to see, which is the KD that we want to see. And then I think the Rockets fans get an upgrade from what they was already getting a taste of, pause, with the young squad. And now you got this vet who's beastie, still beastie. Yeah, Houston, I give them an A. I'm gonna give them an A. Ain't no B's giving out today though, because this crip.
Tell me what you think, Bills. What you give Houston's moves so far?
I give it I agree, man, with my man Crip Bayless, man. I give it an A. Anytime you can add KD to the squad, that's automatic upgrade. Definitely. A future Hall of Famer, or automatic 27, 28 a game. Unguardable. You can't even guard the man. So just by that alone, I give him an A. Plus they added other pieces, like you said, Quentin Capella. They added Mr. Smith. I think they re-signed Van Fleet, so that's a good thing. They ain't lose anything really. Also, yeah, that's a good deal. They're good. I think they're the second best team in the West right now.
Second best team in the West right now. Okay.
Who you got first?
OKC.
I agree with the man 100%. I agree with that man 100%. He took the words right out of my mouth. I think they second runner up in the West after OKC now. KD put them over the top. That was the key play they was missing. Like, they ain't have no closer in the playoffs. They was doing that shit on a limb with, like, no legitimate closer. Sengun was doing what he could do. Mm-hmm. Jalen Green disappeared. KD not going to do that. He going to give you 25 to 30 a night easy. You know what I mean? We're over 50% shooting from the field. It's not like he not efficient. And he a good defender. So with them having them lockdown defenders, the way that they play D, adding KD to that is just nothing but putting them over the top to me. And adding Finney Smith to the bench squad, I like that too. And Capella, because you know Steven Adams be getting hurt sometimes. So to have Capella come off the bench when Steven Adams ain't healthy. I think they set in stone for second best in the West.
Yeah, they might not be.
KD gonna be an MVP candidate this year. You heard it here first.
Not be done. They might not be done.
Well, I will.
Question for you, class. We getting a Rockets jersey? You getting a Rockets jersey now?
Am I getting a Rockets jersey? I got enough KD jerseys, man. I don't know if he take them to the chip, I'll get one.
All right. I just want to know.
Yeah. KD got
Okay,
a lot
so
of jerseys now.
yeah, it's just too many jerseys. You can't keep up with
Yeah,
them.
I'm just chilling right now. I'm still on my OKC high right now. I've been like I told D before. I'm tired of moving around. Know what I mean? I hope KD found a home. I'm just tired. Know what I mean? Like I got jet lag. You know what I'm saying? I got jet lag. I can't do no more flights to no more cities. Shit is overwhelming. I just hope this one works out. I actually like this for him because the way it's just set up is kind of perfect for him. You know what I'm saying? Like if he could pull something great off in Houston, that's going to be good for his story.
Yeah, we talked about this early on in the season when we knew Phoenix wasn't going to make the playoffs. Me and Class talked about it. We talked about some of the destinations you would have liked, and it was in the West. It was in the West, and Houston was one of the teams. I know the other team was coming back home to OKC, but that ain't happened. So
And they won, so I wouldn't have wanted him to go if they won anyway.
Yeah, that would have hurt his story rather than
Exactly.
help. So I'll give this an A as well. I don't think they're finished.
I'll give it an A+.
I think because it wasn't just KD, I think because Capella and because Finney-Smith, because you lost a defender in Dylan Brooks. So getting a defending wing in Finney-Smith who can knock down the three, and catching him on a cheap is good. Having a backup center just in case Adams is hurt. Adams didn't start. Let's keep in mind Adams didn't start, and unless they're going big, you don't see Adams starting. But Capella provides something a little different than Adams does. It's going to be a little more shot blocking. The oop is there a little more. He's a little younger and a little more athletic. So I like that they have, even if they wanted to go big and fast, they could go with Capella and Sengun. If they just wanted to go tough and hard, and tough at the big, they could go with Steven Adams. So they have options. So I like the versatility that they have. Let's go with this because this one to me has been crazy so far. The Atlanta Hawks. What grade do you give the Atlanta Hawks? Let's start with you, Class. What you think of the Atlanta Hawks moves?
Who Atlanta got all together? Because I know they got Caris LeVert.
No, they got they don't got Caris LeVert. They
Who got Caris LeVert?
They got Detroit got Caris LeVert.
Oh my God!
They got Alexander Walker. They got Luke Kennard, and they got KP. They got Porzingis.
Yeah.
Who did they trade for Porzingis?
Who did they trade for Porzingis?
Hold on.
That's a good question. I don't even have the answer.
Wait,
so they got Porzingis, they got Luke Kennard, and they got who else?
Alexander Walker from Minnesota.
I like Alexander Walker, man. I like that for him.
He's a good pickup.
I like that for him because he gonna be able to get busy over there. I mean, Dyson Daniels still gonna steal all the time, him and Trae Young. So he still ain't gonna get as much time, but I think he's gonna get a little more time. He's gonna be able to shine a little bit more. For Atlanta, I give that a C. I give that a C. I don't think that's that big. I mean, I think they got a little bit better. You got Porzingis over Capella. I mean, he's gonna give you a little more buckets, less everything else. But
so
Kennard, these are role players that if they use them right, that they could get off. But Trae Young and Dyson Daniels gonna take all the guard time. So Alexander Walker and Kennard not gonna get that much burn, and whatever burn they get, they just gotta make the best of it. I think I think Alexander Walker gonna get busy over there though. I definitely think he's gonna get busy over there.
I agree, but if you're looking at it as a starting lineup right now, right? I'm not let's say they put KP at the 5. Let's just assume they put KP at
Nah,
the
they
5.
gonna put the whatever the nigga
Yeah,
name.
Okanowu.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna put him at the 5. KP at the 4. You got Zachariah Rashard at the 3, right? You got Dyson Daniels at the 2, and then you got Trey at the 1. That's a tough lineup right there.
Sorry.
They should start.
Yeah, it's a start. Yeah, I'm not, it don't get me like, my eyes don't get wide. You feel me for that lineup? It's just like, all right, cool.
Well, what you think, Bills? If it don't do nothing for you, Class, what it do for you, Bills?
I give them like a B- or something.
Okay.
B-, because I love the Porzingis move. They gave away. It says they gave away like a second round draft pick. It was a 3-team.
Georges Niang nigga.
So they ain't really like give away anything that they really gonna need for Porzingis. And I like Alexander Walker. I like him a lot. I feel like he should start instead of coming off the bench for them. I also agree with my man. I think he's gonna really get some buckets. He's gonna really potentially not be an all-star. I don't know, but probably in the midst of getting there.
Most improved player type shit.
Yeah, definitely. If he comes off the bench, he might be 6th man of the year.
Like most improved player type shit. I could see it.
Definitely, yeah. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see it. Because how much he averaged last year?
Who, Walker? About like 12 off the 10, 12 off the bench, maybe?
Yeah. He'll probably get to like 17.
I think he'll get to 15 easy if they give him his proper burn.
They spread the floor. Trae Young like to pass the ball too, so
yeah, he like to get niggas open shots.
Yeah.
All right, Quest, what you give him?
So first of all, I'm just happy. I think it might be a little too late. I don't think Atlanta took advantage of putting decent pieces around Trae Young. I think it might be a little too late. Like I think the team got better than from what they were last season with the addition of Nickel Alexander, whatever the last name is. Nickel played. My son Nickel played it. Anyway, my son Nickel played it. He's a bucket, straight bucket. Like he's a bucket. And Trae Young is the perfect dude for him because Trae Young gonna get him his shots. You know what I'm saying? Trae Young is a point guard's point guard. He's a hybrid of the old school point guard mixed with today's point guard. You know what I'm saying? And I think Atlanta really kind of dropped the ball with Trae Young because Trae Young's it. Like Trae Young's done. If you ask me, I don't care what like nobody say. Trae Young is fucking nice, and he don't really get the credit on how nice he really fucking is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think they kind of like took a little too long to put pieces around him or whatever. Ain't no big
playoffs like 2 years ago.
Say that again.
Did they make the playoffs 2 years ago?
Yeah,
they beat the Knicks.
Yeah, but I said they got rid of the Knicks. That was when Trae Young did at the half court, the bow. Excuse you.
That was 3 seasons ago now.
Yeah. So I mean, I give them C+. Ain't no B's for me. C+. I'm not like Class said, I ain't batting no eyelashes. It don't make me, it's decent. I'm curious to see how it looks. I want to watch a couple games. I think it's gonna be, they're gonna be good playoffs. I can see 8th, maybe 7th, depending on the East is kind of like a toss-up right now. The East is all over the place right now. So like depending on the other trades and acquisitions. Yeah, I give them a C+. I want to see what they do. I want to see what they look like. I got to see them on the floor. You know what I'm saying? But like Class said, it ain't nothing like, oh, shit, fuck.
I think it's one of those situations where it don't jump out on the page to you. But understanding that Orlando was in the play-in after making a bunch of trades. They got rid of LeVert. I think they got rid of Hunter. They made a lot of moves during the season. They got to get rid of pieces. Even Bogdanovich, they got rid of Bogdanovich. He went to the Clippers. They got rid of a lot of pieces last season. And to re-up in a wide open East right now, I think this is bigger than what it seems on paper, especially if you get a healthy Porzingis. Because we know the playoffs, we didn't really see a healthy Porzingis.
But
He's healthy. If he's healthy with
That's
a
a big
Trey Young and a pick and roll, that's going to be ridiculous. So I think it's a B. I'm gonna use the B. It's a B, right? But it's a B only because of how wide open the East is right now, and they can creep through the back door somehow and be better than the play-in. They could be like 6. They could be like 6th and 5th in the East, low key. You know what I mean? You got to realize how many teams is going to drop. Indiana's going to drop. Boston's going to drop. So there's going to be a lot of teams that take that place.
You think Indiana might be a playoff team?
No, not without. They just lost Miles Turner. Halliburton's out for the year, right? You don't have to like Miles Turner, but he was a key piece to that team in the way that they played. I don't know how they're going to replace that at the 5. They probably just go to Bryant off the bench or that other gentleman, but I don't think it's nothing to scoff at, whether you like him or not. It's just the way that team was built. All those pieces function very well together. It's going to be hard to just replace that right away with 2 main pieces gone, that center and the point guard. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but I expect Indiana to take a dive. They're well coached, so they're not going to drop all the way down. They're not going to drop all the way down, but they're going to drop. Let's move on to the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to start by giving that a grade. That is an A+. It's A+ for me. And I personally think Denver will be now the number 2 best team in the West, and it won't be behind OKC. I think Houston will be number 1, and Denver will be number 2. I think OKC had problems with Denver this year. Without these additions and with these additions, I think they're going to struggle a little more. And if anybody wants to know what those additions are, it's Cam Johnson from the New Jersey Nets. They traded Michael Porter Jr. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. They got Jonas Valanciunas, the big Valboski to back up Joker. And they got Bruce Brown for some more defense. I don't think these moves are nothing to scoff at for the Denver Nuggets, who were right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say this again. They were right there, took OKC 7 games. And these are all upgrades. These are all upgrades. So anybody that scoffs at these moves is bananas. So I'm taking Denver as an A+, and they shoot right back at the top of the West for me. They're going to the Western Conference Finals with these moves. But I digress. Bills, what you think?
Oh, you're going right to me. I agree, but like I said, I don't think they're going to be the second best team in the West. I'll give them a cool number 3 right now. I do like all the moves that they made. I definitely like the Cam move. I definitely like that. I don't know how much the upgrade is it. Too much. I think he is a better defender than Michael Porter Jr. I like the Bruce Brown coming back. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like all the moves that they did. So I'm going to give them an A. I think the backup, getting the backup center is crucial for them. I think that was dope. I also, I like everything that they're doing right now. And I don't even think they've done either. I don't think they've done yet either. I think they really, try to tell Jokic that, we about getting another championship to Denver, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't understand how you got OKC as number 3, and they're the returning defending champions with the whole squad coming back, bro.
I think it's actually easy. I think it's easy because as good as they were this season, right? There was a couple of situations in the playoffs that kind of had your head scratching just a little bit. I don't care if you're an OKC fan or not. You saw some of the flaws. You saw some, like I said, they went 7 with Denver, right? They went 7 with Denver, and they struggled way more with Indiana than most people expected, right? And it's because of how they're matched up, right? What the matchups was looking like. And this is why I think Denver has now put themselves in the position to be right there with them. You got to remember, they didn't lose. They haven't lost anything besides Michael Porter Jr. They haven't
Well,
lost anything.
so who's the backup point guard?
Huh?
Who their backup point guard going to be? Because Russ reporting that Russ probably not going to come back.
Yeah, I
So
don't think Russ
Yeah,
coming.
more than likely he won't come back because he doesn't want to take a short deal, and I respect that. But they could get anyone to run the backup point. I don't know who. I don't know the answer to that question. Let's try that. I don't know the answer to that question, right? But that doesn't mean they can't find anyone that can fit what they need. We'll see. I know a lot of backup point guards are going to be coveted. We'll get into a backup point guard that went somewhere perfect for them right now to maybe even start or be a good backup, but we'll get into that later. I don't have the answer to that question, though. I think still presently constituted, they are in a very, 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 very good position. Class, what you think was Denver's grade?
I'm giving Denver an A. They definitely got an A in my book. They got they basically solidified their roster completely to me. And the only thing they have to do now is make sure they get Russ back. If you get Russ back and you got him running that second unit with Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bruce Brown and them, that shit is gonna be a problem, my nigga. With Valanciunas and all that, that's gonna be a problem, my nigga. Like, so in my opinion, that shit is an A plus. But I'll give it an A. I say Houston was an A plus because they really, really got like, but that's an A for sure because they didn't do nothing but get better. Every way you could put it. Only thing that they need to make sure they lock up. This is why I can't give them that third spot either yet. I mean, I gotta give them the third spot. They can't go in front of the champs, of course, and I don't got them in front of Houston. So to me, I think OKC is gonna get better next year because they just getting older. They just young, and they just pulled it off. So I think they're gonna get better next year. I think they stars is gonna be more in sync. You know what I'm saying? They know more how hard it is to actually do it now. So they know that they gotta go to another level. And they role players, I think it's gonna all be better next year. I think they're gonna have more confidence. Isaiah Joe and Wiggins and all of them. I think they're gonna be more confident coming in next year and doing their thing. So I still got OKC and Houston at the top. Denver still, I got them like third in the West, but I give them an A for sure because they got better every way you could put it. They just need to get themselves a backup point guard to solidify this whole situation.
If I was Denver, to your point, class, I actually might eat the penalty for the second apron just to pay Russ to come back. A lot of teams are trying to go cheaper and get rid of some contracts as you see all these trades and stuff is going on. But this is a case where if they could find a way to get Russ and pay him what he needs to be paid to come back and run that second unit, they may be just damn near unstoppable. Because like you said, Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Valanciunas off the bench is crazy with Russ. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, Russ, that's crazy. And it's perfect. So it's like, you got to get Russ back.
You got a defender, you got a shooter, you got a center who can shoot, rebound, everything. And then you got Russ that does everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like it gets your Russ back. Well, how much you want? You got like what, 3.3 million last year, right?
Well, he looking for like a 3-year deal?
Let's
I
go
don't
ahead.
know. If he, I mean, they'll probably give him a 2-year.
I know
Do
he
it.
don't want the veteran minimum. That's what came out. He don't want the veterans minimum.
See, I mean, I have a problem.
He don't. Yeah, he got to get more than the veterans minimum. That's crazy.
Do he?
Yeah, he do.
I mean,
He good enough to get that much, bro.
how
Yeah.
many years in he in? Ah, yeah, maybe not.
He
Veteran.
good enough. Like he too good to get that that little. Veterans minimum. He not that old. Like we can't do Russ like that.
But
I just had this conversation, Quest, with a young dude, and how the NBA's been phasing out veterans. And let me keep it a stack with you. For Russ to be an MVP, he like when you look at his when you look at all the accomplishments he's had, right? And even playing at the level that he did as a backup last season, right? This dude deserves, he could be a starter on somebody on the right team. And the truth of the matter is to even for somebody even to think he should be the type of dude that gets a veterans minimum just to hang around in the league, it's crazy. It's crazy because that's how good this dude still is.
I don't think he should get a vet minimum, but I do think, I'm not sure what he's asking for, so I got to see what he's asking for first. But I do think he's at a point in his career where it's like, like winning got to be above this bread, because he had already what, 2 maxes.
What you think is the right amount for him right now? Like that he should suck up and take.
He made $3 million a year last year.
To take 10.
You say he made $3 million last year?
He made 3.3.
That's the veterans. That's the veterans minimum.
$3 million is the vet minimum. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn.
And if it's 10,
nah, they doing Russ dirty.
The highest you can make of 10 plus years experience is 3.6.
Russ shouldn't be getting no less than 2 years, $40 million. He shouldn't be getting no less than that.
40?
2 years, $40 million at least. He shouldn't be getting no less than that.
$20 million a year.
Nigga, do you see what these niggas be getting? Look at what these niggas just signed for. These niggas that just be signing. These niggas, Yabusele, yo, bro, Yabusele just got what that nigga just got. What Clarkson just got for 1 year, my nigga.
They ain't say yet.
Yeah, he gotta wait till you finish off waivers.
These niggas be getting bread, son.
20 million.
Niggas like Yabusele be getting 15, like 10 million, 15 million. Russ can't get 20 million a year.
Yabusele's also like.
All right, let's put it in perspective real quick. Yabusele's young. He's much younger, right? But real quick, let's put it in perspective. Russell Westbrook is 36 years old. Excuse me. He averaged 13 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists on 44% shooting last year. So you telling me that guy right there with that stat line deserves $3 million a year? That's crazy.
No. I didn't know the vet minimum. I thought the vet minimum was like 1.5 type shit.
At least 15, 20 mil a year. 15.
I don't agree with no 20 mil. 20 mils a year. He
So
deserve way more than 3.
Russ better than Dennis Schroeder?
Yeah.
Yes.
Schroeder got 3 years, 45 million.
That's 15 million a year. That's what I'm saying. Why would Russ not be able to get 20 million a year, bro? Schroeder getting 15 a year and got a 3-year.
I give him like 12.
Schroeder don't do half of what this nigga do, son.
I give him like 12 a year.
Come on, bro.
Like 2 years.
Schroeder don't do half of what he do, bro. All Schroeder could do is shoot. That's the only thing he could do over us. He don't defend better than him. He don't grab more rebounds than him. He don't get more assists than him. And he don't impact the game more than him, bro.
I agree, bro. From a business.
Come on, bro.
It's
just disrespectful how when players get older, like for instance, like some players get older, like D was just mentioning, like in the way that they do them, the way that they treat them, it just be disrespectful. And it feel like it's a league thing. You know what I'm saying? It feel like this is the league doing it. Like it's like they sit down at a round table and be like, all right, yo, listen, man. It's a wrap for this nigga, yo. We going slowly, like, nobody offer this nigga no more than this much. That's the max niggas can offer.
Hold on.
Shit like that, like, because there's no reason, bro. There's no reason. Chris Paul sits around and gets contracts after contract. That nigga's 40, bro. That nigga older than fucking Russ. He don't do nothing. What he do? Come in the game and get a few assists? That's all he do. That nigga still get contracts, all that. Like, these niggas be treating Russ like he don't do nothing, bro.
But also, it's all right. So let's talk. Like, we gotta think of it. It's also dependent on the team.
Right.
The Nuggets can't, like, the Nuggets gotta pay other niggas some bread. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, it depends on what team you're on. On another team,
I'm sure they got a little 30 mil in a stash they could throw.
Dennis Schroeder get it where he fit in. Like, I don't think the Nuggets got it to give it. Like, hey, listen,
I think they got a little 30 in the stash for 2 years for him.
I like a Benz, but you know what? I can't get a Benz. I might have to settle for this Accord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they can afford to give him the bread he asked.
So why you got a Benz then, nigga?
I don't got a Benz. I got a Cadillac.
You think if
you don't got a Accord, nigga?
Back to the Denver Nuggets, they wouldn't get them?
I would try to, like, what you said, they're gonna hit the what's going, right? If they give him we don't even know what he's asking yet, right?
We don't know. We don't know what he's asking. But we don't know what they could afford. I will say this.
Right? So for the cap, like, players did that before.
Mm-hmm.
A la Brunson. Like,
no, but he already, see, the thing is, he's already taking the shorts. That's why I don't think he wants shorts now. Because I think sometimes what they do is they try to prove, somebody like him wants to prove he's still valuable in the league. So I'll take the shorts to go to Denver, right? And then I'm showing you what I'm capable of. Now pay me. And that's only right. Now, I might not even agree with class, right? Let's say 30 mil might be too heavy for the average team's pockets that's in contention, because you got to keep in mind, Russ wants to play for a contender, right? So let's just say 2 years, 20 mil. At least $10 million a season is respectable.
That's what I said, 12.
For him. 12, exactly. That's respectable. But I'm not taking 3.
Nah, 3. I didn't know he was getting. I didn't know the league minimum was 3. I thought the league minimum was like 1.5. But yeah, I didn't know he was getting 3 last year. He deserved 10 and better. 10, between 10 and 15-ish.
Depends on how many years.
Yeah,
some of these dudes that's out here getting paid bread, bro, and they don't impact the team half as much as Russ, bro. Like,
those teams can afford to pay them niggas because.
No, I'm just saying. So Russ should be able to go anywhere and get whatever bread, like get that 15 a year or whatever, like 20 a year somewhere else. Word.
Okay, so let's talk about what is your what is your grade? I think Quest is the only one that didn't get this.
I get him an A+. I ain't gonna hold you. My son getting the big Valboski is a big step for them. Joker, like, while Joker's off on the bench, or even if they want to go like on the big tip pause, they can have, you know what I'm saying, Val at the 4, you know what I'm saying, like, and go play it like that if they wanted to. The Nuggets, I think that game 7 with OKC was like, nah, we can't be this close and drop the ball. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they put themselves in a position to get right back to where they wanted to get, and they definitely put themselves in the top 3 in the West. I would probably have them at 3rd, because I just feel like the Rockets is going to be beastly this year. I got to feel the Rockets going to be wild. So I don't have OKC is the champion, so I'm never champions automatically get one just off of being the champs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we beat everybody last year, so when we start, we still them, especially since they didn't lose nothing. Like, yeah. So I got Denver, A+, good job. My son, Big Valboski, is in the mountains. True.
Is there a team that you think made some sneaky moves that put them in a B to A category in this free agency? Let's go with you, Craig.
Clip set. I mean, Brook is a little older, but it's a good backup for my son Zuwap from the bando. My son Zuwab we needed another big to back up my son Zuwab, who's been playing phenomenal as of late. He had a great season last year. I'm very proud of what he did. Who else we got? We got damn, what the fuck else we just got? Damn, what the fuck else we just got? Shit. Why the fuck I can't think who else we got? We got rid of you, man.
I don't recall y'all getting anybody else. Y'all re-signed Batum, I believe.
Yeah, we got rid of Drew Eubanks.
I don't think y'all got anybody else that I can recall.
Nah, we got somebody else. Who the fuck else did we get? We got somebody else I liked.
You must not be that good, Quest.
No, I just can't. You know, you have like a brain fart, cuz.
For real.
We remember the good ones. You know what I mean? We remember the good ones.
Who the fuck? We got somebody else. That was a really good move, though. I'm glad we got it back. I think we're gonna do some more. We need another wing. I'm not sure what they got planned on with that. We definitely need another one. I'm not sure like there's any other people like I'm not sure who to go for, like who they would look at. But I like the Brook Lopez pickup. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I don't remember any other move that was made by the Clippers that was significant. But when you remember, you let me know. What do you think, Bills? Was there sneaky moves made that you feel like really helped the team?
Yeah, I think the sneaky move was getting D'Angelo Russell to back up to be a backup for the Dallas Mavericks. He's actually probably going to start until Kyrie gets there. Then he could come be a backup, and he's a combo guard as well. So I think that puts them a little bit over the table. I really like that move for them for Dallas. I think that's a sneaky move. I also think Detroit Pistons have a sneaky good move getting Robinson. They have another shooter, and if they can get Malik Monk from the Kings, that's going to be another great move, a really good sneaky move for the Detroit Pistons. I think they got somebody else too. I'm trying to see if they got somebody else, but
they got Cameron LeVert. They got LeVert.
So.
Yeah, they got LeVert and Duncan Robinson right now.
Right, LeVert. Yeah, I like the Duncan Robinson move. I like that. Got another shooter. Yeah.
Okay, class. What you think? Who you think it was a sneaky move so far in this free agency?
A sneaky good move so far, I would have to say, was Jordan Clarkson and Yabusele to the Knicks. Where I like Jordan Clarkson going to the Knicks, coming off that bench. Or did we already speak about them? But we didn't, right?
No, we didn't. That was pre-show.
Jordan Clarkson, and McBride coming off that bench with Mitch and Yabusele, I think is going to be a nice little squad, nice little bench mob. Word.
I agree. I think that was a very interesting move. My sneaky good move.
He's saying
Crip, you muted. Crip, you muted. Go ahead. What you saying?
My son squabble up. We gotta keep that nigga indoors. We
can't.
Yeah. Not in New York. He can't be walking the streets like that. That's what scares me.
Cause this nigga want to fight all the time. That's my son. Squabble up. Jordan Clarkson. He
be scrapping in the streets.
You don't see that nigga every game. He throw his shit up like when niggas say, "What's a nigga even look like hero?" That nigga throw his shit up. So, and he look like he nice with them. I ain't even gonna hold you. He look like he nice. Like that nigga throw his shit up all the. Yeah, he can't be walking around New York streets. We can't have that.
That's my biggest concern. I don't think everybody deserves to be in New York. It's way too much stuff to get in trouble.
It gives Chris Childs vibes. Barroom brawls, bodega battles. I don't know. I don't. But I love Jordan Clarkson. Ever since he was a Laker, that's my guy. I'm good. I want to see what he do in New York. I might get a Jordan Clarkson New York jersey. How you feel?
So I think the sneaky good move that's kind of pissing me off a little bit. It's two moves, but it's by the same team.
I think you're about to say
And that's Desmond Bain to Orlando, and then Tyrus Jones. They signed Tyrus Jones as a free agent for a backup point guard who could actually start if Suggs is not ready. So you put him at the 1, Bain at the 2, with Wagner, Panchero, and Carter. That's gonna be a problem in the East. That was some sneaky shit, yo. Orlando's pissing me off because they just got they got so much better with that Bain move.
When you place them in the East?
Yeah, they sure did.
In the East right now, I put them maybe 3, easy.
I'm with you.
Behind who?
I think the Knicks will be ahead of them.
I think Knicks will be too.
And the only other team in the East, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm about to say because Indiana, that's a dub now.
Yeah, it's tough to figure out who else may be.
Knicks
Detroit. Listen, Detroit, and
no, Cleveland. It's going to be Cleveland.
Cleveland is definitely going to be up there.
It's going to be Cleveland. So it's going to be Cleveland, the Knicks. It's going to be Cleveland, the Knicks, and Orlando.
That's the trade I want to the pickup I wanted to talk about. Zoe, I think that's a good look for Cleveland. If Zoe stays healthy, he looked good last season. He looked strong, like he looked like and that means you get to have Donovan off the ball, which is a problem. And then you got Zoe, who's a defender, and he's a tall point guard. What Zoe like 6'7". So then you got him, and he's a defender. Plus, he's a point guard. He's gonna distribute the ball. He's gonna let Donovan get to his spot. He's gonna feed the team. I think that's a really good pickup if he stays healthy. You know how it could be toss up, but he looked good last season. So I'm hoping he stays healthy. I'm a big Zoe fan. I was a Ball Bros fan, so I'm a Ball Bros fan. So I like to see my son Zoe on the court. Cleveland got better, I think, with that pickup.
Yeah, in the West, like you mentioned earlier, that Dallas move, Bills, that Dallas move. I don't think people understand how significant that is. With no Kyrie, with Cooper Flag and AD, you still got Gafford and the rest of that team. That's gonna be a problem. And when Kyrie comes back, they're gonna be something a force to be reckoned with in the West. That's a fact.
Yeah, I want to see them play.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a problem.
They're like the fourth best team in the West.
You like what?
They're the fourth best team in the West.
The fourth team I agree. The fourth best team in the West right now. No disrespect, Crip, but
if Kyrie was healthy, I'll probably put them up a little bit more. Maybe number 3.
I ain't putting them niggas over my team, but I feel you.
Yeah. So in the East, I think it's definitely going to be Cleveland. It's going to be Cleveland, the Knicks, and Orlando right now. And depending on if Detroit makes one more move, something significant, Detroit will be right there. And then I think somewhere in 5, maybe Atlanta somewhere. We'll see.
Boston making the playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
either.
See, let me tell you why this is key. Let me tell you why I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because I don't know what's going to happen with Philly. And as long as Philly's a wild card in the East, where everybody coming back healthy, right? We don't know where Philly going to be in the standing.
Number 3, if everybody's healthy. Number 3 or number 2? 2 or 3?
If they're healthy. But we don't know. We don't know. We have no clue.
Everybody say everybody's healthy.
Yeah, it's a big if though with Embiid and PG. I'm hoping, because PG's my guy. I'm hoping. I really want to get to see them all healthy and play together, and because I think that's a beastly team. Like I think them 3 together is beastly.
Team in the East, everybody healthy.
Yeah, I agree. But also we gotta see, like, we haven't got to see them on the floor together to see how
they got Embiid and Maxey.
Maxey's fucking nice, bro. Max is a fucking bucket. And I need to see my son PG like get back to. I know he can't be prime PG, but I need good PG. he
Okay,
I took a lot of flack last year, and I need him to
PG.
I need him to shut niggas up. I need him to remind niggas that he's still him. You know what I'm saying? So PG, my nigga, I'm gonna call you later. We're gonna show you owe me something. I don't like this. I don't like fighting losing battles. You know what I'm saying? So don't make me look stupid, PG. It's bad enough you in Philly, and I wanted your ass to stay where the fuck you was at. So now I gotta get a fucking Philadelphia fucking jersey. You know how ugly a Philadelphia jersey is? But you know what? Whatever. We adapt. We adapt. So PG,
We listen and we don't judge.
PG, get your fucking shit together. You heard
We
me?
listen and we
You got me out
don't
here looking real
judge.
fucking stupid in these fucking sports streets. Get your shit together, PG. Get rid of fucking what the fuck is this nigga from ATL? Get that nigga the fuck away from you. And niggas in the shower with them terrible braids. Get him
Who you
the
talking about?
fucking what the fuck is this nigga name in ATL? God damn it. Why I can't think of this? Esquire. Get that nigga Esquire the fuck away from you. Get that nigga, get him the fuck away from you. You got a Picasso in your house. No, nigga, get him out your house. Get that nigga away from you.
Well, as the NBA free agency continues, I'm sure there'll be more moves being made, more surprises. Yeah, is Giannis staying in Milwaukee? Where's my boy from Kuminga? Is Kuminga gonna stay in Golden State?
Is Braun staying in LA?
Yeah,
Like,
we need to talk about that. We should talk about that.
listen, I don't want to speculate. Let's wait till it happens. Ain't no speculation here. Because right now they look like they good to go like Joe Flo.
You can speculate that.
Lakers?
Yeah, why would he leave LA? Why would he leave LA?
I don't know, because he's a fucking bum. And he got to fucking chase somebody coattail to try to get one more.
I ain't gonna let you call LeBron a bum, man.
Bam. Oh, you must be new to this, huh?
Le bum?
Somebody better learn how we do here. Well, how I do here. He's a bum. Big B.
LeBron name, man.
U-M. Bam.
Nah, bro.
Fucking sheep, my goat. He's the sheep.
I ain't say he the GOAT now, but he ain't no bum.
He ain't no fucking goat. He's a sheep, and he's a bum.
He ain't no bum.
Let you tell it.
He's still out here cooking at 40.
Oh, boy. But then when he's fucking stinking it up, he's 40.
Yeah, all right. On that note, we're gonna leave it here. It's been another episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Do we have any speculations on a Giannis destination?
No.
Because after what happened with
I don't.
When I read, he's not happy what happened with Dame.
Nope.
He's not happy at all what they did to Dame. Yeah, you might as well take that off. That nigga, he ain't there no more.
Dame.
That nigga ain't there.
Throwback.
That nigga house for sale.
It's a throwback. That's my man.
Yeah, I wonder who drives him up too.
Huh?
I wonder where he gonna end up.
He could wait another year.
Hey, Dame, you listening? Pull up to the Clippers. We'll
For
leave the
what?
light on for you.
For what?
Because we good over there. Pull up to the Clippers. We leave the light on for you. You heard?
That's the burial
The bright
ground.
lights. We the number one team in LA now. Pull up. The lights is bright. The water's warm.
One
And
team.
warm in plastic. Pull up.
So, any speculations? Do y'all have any speculations of where Giannis is going? No. He
The
just brought
Knicks.
it up.
Knicks.
He going to the Knicks.
Knicks. For how? Where he gonna force his way out?
Yeah.
I ain't
going-
speculating on that. I ain't
Who would be
speculating
that?
on that.
Who would be?
He
a
going
good-
to the Knicks, man. They going to trade Bridges and Hart and one of the and some picks.
I'll give him Towns, Bridges. I'm not giving up
Towns? Nah, I wouldn't give up Towns.
Towns, Bridges.
Nah, I wouldn't give up Towns, bro. But
For Giannis?
I agree with Class. I would do Bridges and Hart before I give up Towns. And
You can't see Bills. So this is the thing, Bills. This is the thing. Hold on. As far as I remember, you a Knicks fan, right, Bills?
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk like you management. You not giving up 2 shooters for a non-shooter.
Yeah.
You're not going to give up 2 shooters for a non-shooter. That just doesn't make sense. Now, what really makes sense is that you have to make the money match, right? And if we're just talking money, OG or Towns matches money. Bridges doesn't. Remember, he's up for an extension. So that's why you thinking Bridges and another player. If you send Bridges and Hart, that makes sense. But you can't send Bridges and Towns. That's too much money, first and foremost. And you don't give up 2 shooters. Giannis likes to play in the paint. It makes sense if you got rid of Bridges and got Giannis, right? Because then Giannis could be in the paint while Towns stay on the outside where he like to be anyway.
Facts.
And he's one of our best 3-point shooters.
And then you got the big 3.
Robin?
And Giannis can play defense on the big, where Karl
Exactly.
might get cooked up.
Exactly.
So,
Got rim protection, dominant force in the paint. Now everybody else could spread the floor. Brunson ain't got to be the hero all day. Niggas could just dump it down to Giannis, let that nigga Shaq niggas to death.
And that's going to free up Brunson.
That frees up all the shooters.
Yo, hey, D, you
It frees up all the shooters.
And Anobi.
What'd you say?
Call Spike. Yo, Spike, we need Giannis. If Spike do that, I might have to get back on the bus, take that flight.
We'll see.
Get Giannis to New York, man.
I ain't gonna front. I'm getting a Giannis. If he comes to New York, I'm getting a Giannis jersey ASAP.
Nigga, they gonna be dominant.
Yeah,
they definitely going to the championship. You put Giannis on that team.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
going to the championship.
Listen, we doing pipe dreams here on Straight from the Block, but we'll see what happens.
That can happen.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. Wait, it sounds good for New York, but why would Milwaukee want that? Hey.
Why would they want Miles Turner and not Dame? You're
right about that, Clyde. Wait. That puts in perspective them not wanting Towns. They just paid Miles Turner.
Gary Trent Jr., Terrion Prince, like somebody want them on their team. Pack Milwaukee up. They don't know what they doing. If I'm Giannis, I'm on the first thing fucking smoking right now. Y'all just packed up Dame Lillard.
Okay. You made Bill take off the shirt.
You got, yeah. You just packed up Dame Lillard for motherfucking Miles Turner, the non-rebounding sensation.
Now don't do that to my boy.
That nigga ain't shit. That nigga's a bum too. That nigga's like Brook. That nigga's a faster Brook Lopez, but he can barely run either. That nigga got no lateral movement. All he could do is shoot some open threes. If he could do that, he could barely fucking do that. That nigga's trash. That nigga's just like Brook Lopez. It's like niggas just got a gay Brook Lopez. Like niggas want that on their team. A zesty Lopez.
Nah,
that's all they did is got themselves a zesty Lopez.
Hey,
they didn't want that. I don't think Giannis like that already. He's on the first thing smoking. He's leaving.
Yo, I agree with you. Well, we're gonna end it on that note. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to the special guest, Bills Mania, my man Class Money.
You done already.
The stylist Crip Bayless.
Yeah.
Professor Crip. Yeah, show the cufflinks. Cufflinks, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most professional you'll ever see a gangster.
Yeah.